I love this frickin' wig, guys. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Well, hey there, wig friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am Nikki, and guess what I have in store for you today? Yeah, you pretty much already know. The thumbnail and the title gave it away, but it's a wig review. That's what I bring you mostly here on my channel, and this girl who I'm wearing right now is, of course, who we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be telling you every little thing that you need to know, but if you think I left something out, no worries. Let me know down in the comments, and I will certainly address it for you. But make sure you watch all the way through so you don't miss out on anything I have to say, because I want you to know if this is the right wig for you or not. And plus, also, too, by watching all the way through, it eliminates some of the questions you may have to ask for me, because that's been happening a lot lately. I get asked questions that are addressed in the video, so that's why I mention it. But anyway, I'll be telling you everything, and I want to hear from you. So speaking of those comments, let me know your thoughts. Be respectful, of course. You can also let me know if there's a wig you'd like me to review, since I do take requests. Of course, I can't make any guarantees that I'll be able to pick it up, but I will look into it and hopefully get it for you. But if you haven't yet already subscribed, I have no idea what you're waiting for. Please, if you love wigs, this is the place to be. So join the party. Click that subscribe button. Be sure to also click that little bell so you will get notified and not miss any of my uploads. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. I greatly do appreciate it. All right, so I say let's get this party started, shall we? I always have a little bit of a longer intro, but I also always start out my videos by showing you what I'm wearing for my eyeshadow look. I love doing this. I get a lot of comments on my eyeshadow, so that's why I started this. But I am wearing a few different things. First one being the Blends palette from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I always show you the palettes too, even if you've seen them before, but here it is. I know this is a fan favorite. Like if you're into makeup, you probably have this palette. I am wearing a glitter shade from With Love Cosmetics. These are gorgeous. They look like disco balls. But I'm wearing this one right here, and it is in the shade Grapevine. And last but not least, I am wearing a duochrome shade. It's this one down here in the corner. It's from Touched by Glam Beauty, and it's the shade Mermaid. So that's for the eyeshadow look. Now for the wig. Of course, I'm going to pop up here the window so you can see the inside cap construction. And this wig, she dropped, and I know a lot of people loved her, and I obviously didn't get her right away, but hey. She's here now. That's all that matters. So I'll show you the stock card here too, but I am talking about VELENA from Bobbi Boss. So here's the stock card. She is an HD lace front from the Boss Lace collection, which most of them are. I have her in the color HL27S/427. All the other colors that she comes in is listed here at the bottom. Rather than reading them off, I just show you this here so you can pause and zoom in if you'd like. I don't really say too much on here. She has a 5.5-inch deep parting space. She has the MetaFresh cap, which is also a flex fit cap. She has baby hair, and she is heat safe. We just don't know to what temperature, so always use some caution. I picked her up from Beauty Exchange Beauty Supply for $27.74. So that's another good price point that I like to stay in. So that's part of also the reason why I waited to get her. I was hoping maybe she might drop in price, and obviously she did, at least at that website, which I never purchased from before. Obviously they came through, so they are legit. But here she is, and she is gorgeous, so gorgeous. This is what I wish my real hair would look like. I mean, it used to be long and it just was very damaged, and this is not. This is beautiful to the extreme, especially this color. So let's start off talking about the color because it's something I haven't reviewed before, I don't think. It's getting to the point now where I'm forgetting. I'm also getting older, so that does tend to happen, but in all fairness, it's still a beautiful color. I love it. I love it. So let me scooch in a little closer here. I almost wanted to get the color on the stock card, but there's something about this color that drew my attention. Just because you have a little bit of the 613 blended in there, I think that's so pretty. And of course, it's right by the face, so it does pop out a little bit more. And then you have this beautiful like golden bronze 27 happening here. You do also start off with a bit of a darker root, but it's not harsh in my opinion because just the way it blends down, it all looks intentional and professional. You can see that blend looks amazing, and just that luster. Oh, so lustrous and looks very healthy. So no wiggy shine about it. She is super soft. I wouldn't say she's silky. I also wouldn't say she's yucky. She's kind of in between. So she feels really nice. There is that good degree of coarseness that you want. You know, all human hair has some degree of coarseness, even the silky. So I am happy that she feels really realistic, very nice and healthy feeling. So, yeah, she could pass for a human hair dupe in my opinion. But most importantly, I think she's multicultural, therefore she will work out for everybody. But look at this. I can just run my fingers through her. That is so impressive, especially since she is long. Let me stand up here and show you her length. I would probably put her at 26 inches, maybe even 28 actually. Yeah, maybe 28 inches because I'm 5'5" and she's like to my belly button. So yeah, I'm gonna say with confidence she's about 28 inches at least. So she's long. Perfect for this time of year. She has that look about her that's, you know, in the length that's just very wintry. Even this color I think is great for like fall or winter. But considering the fact that she is as long as she is and I can just run my fingers right through, look at that. Amazing. Now, for those of you who don't know, because I don't do the installation on camera, I wear the wig for at least an hour before I do my filming. So that way I can get a good feel for it. So this entire time I've been wearing her, this has been the situation with the tangling. Very, very minimal, obviously. Of course, you know, you're going to come across a couple here and there, but they were actually very easy to remove. So she's not going to get frayed and damaged anytime quickly. So you'll get a lot of wear out of her. Density, she's a little bit on the thicker side, but it is still appropriate. It kind of reminds me like you have extensions in your hair. That's what she's given me right now. So, you know, it's still appropriate because of that. I love these very, very subtle waves, extremely subtle. It just looks like you took a curling iron and just did one of these things, you know, instead of wrapping it all the way up. But I love the ends. I think that's really pretty. You know, for a while there, I wanted to get a human hair unit and just wear that one all the time. I know that's pretty boring of me, right? I'm so glad I didn't make that decision and went the synthetic route. But this was one of those styles that I had my eye on for a human hair unit. And that's just because she's so gorgeous. So let's go ahead and take a look at her from the side and the back. Let me just get it all back there. I know sometimes when I pull it all to the back, it looks messy, and I do apologize for that. So there's the side. So hopefully it's not messy. I hope not. Try to shake it out. But speaking of that, with the shaking, you can see that movement. She's actually really lightweight. So I like that too. So she's not super weighted down. So even though I mentioned she's great for the fall and winter, if you like long hair, which I know a lot of people do, and they will wear long hair in the summer. I mean, after all, these wig companies do drop some longer styles in the summertime months. So if that is your thing, I think she would actually be pretty easy to wear in the summer and not make you feel too heavy and hot. Again, that's just an opinion. I'd have to wear her in the summer to really tell you for sure. But she's not shedding all too bad either. I know that's something very important I always mention. I mean, I'm just running my fingers through again. Now that I pulled her all to the front, and you can see again, I can just run my fingers through, and this is what I picked up. So considering what I just did, that's not too bad. And once again, I've been wearing her for a little over an hour now, so I don't really have any complaints with the shedding. I do, of course, I am, of course, very happy that she's a center part, just because that's my thing lately. So with this style, and especially with this color, I think a center part is much more appropriate. And it's 5.5 inches deep, which, to be honest, I would have guessed 6, even maybe 6.5. I know she's probably not 6.5 inches deep, but it just looks that way, because this is deep, man. It goes like all the way back, all the way. So it's a good width. I mean, I didn't have to pluck anything, and I don't think you would need to. I think it's an appropriate, realistic parting space. She lays very flat, so I had no problem blending. If you notice, the lace was a little bit darker shaded. In case you didn't notice, I have it right here. Bobbi Boss's lace does have a tendency to not be consistent with the shading, at least what I have noticed. Unlike Outre, where it's usually very light. But it's still HD, it's still transparent, so a little bit of my wig cap can be seen through there. But I only had to put 1 coat of powder on, so that's not bad at all. She's got the baby hairs. I don't know really what to say about the baby hair situation. A lot of them did have to get the axe. Sorry, I got hair flying everywhere here. But I left them out. I like to say that this is wispies. I don't know how else to refer them, but I just kind of leave them out like this because that's more natural for me. But I know a lot of people like to lay the baby hair down, so I think you could do that pretty easily with these. I did trim right up here. They were a bit longer, too much to my liking. And the same thing with around the edges. There are some baby hairs and they were a little too long. So that's always an option. You can get rid of baby hairs if you don't want them. Some styles I think look great without baby hair, and I think she's one, I would say 50-50. I could see her without baby hair looking pretty good, but at the same time, just because there's so much hair, I think that maybe some baby hairs would look a little bit more natural. And again, that's just my opinion. As far as the edges go, she is not pre-plucked, so she's going to have some thickness, but the lift up doesn't really stand out too much because of the shading. So I don't think she's one that probably would have to be glued down. I mean, a lot of them don't, but I do like the shape that she has here, and some of my own natural edges are coming through, which isn't too bad considering the color. And then if I go like this, I think it looks more natural with my own edges coming out there rather than the baby hair that came with. So same situation over here on this side. I am liking that. Considering that she's thicker, that does look really good. I forgot to check if she has ear tabs. No ear tabs, but the cap does come above the ear, just like it should, so it is a good fit. She's very, very comfortable to wear, and I would say she's larger head friendly. Those flex fit caps typically do make the wig more fittable for everybody's needs, so I do like that about it. I love this frickin' wig, guys. I mean, it's pretty Yes, I haven't said many negative things, if any at all. I haven't said anything really negative. So I can see why so many people were loving her. And once again, I wish I did get her sooner. I mean, that happens quite frequently. But I just wanted to spend my money on some of the other newer drops. So, you know, better late than never is how I always look at it anyway. But I love her. I really love her. And Bobbi Boss sometimes can be one of those companies that is a huge hit or miss, and she is a huge hit. I am so happy. So, bravo, Bobbi Boss. You did good. You did really, really good with her. So, of course, I'm going to go ahead and give her thumbs up all the way. Highly, 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 highly recommend this unit. So, that is my review, and that is my recommendation for VELENA. Don't forget, though, I want to hear from you. So give me your thoughts down below. Let me know if you already have her. I like to know that, especially what color you have her in and how you're feeling about her now that you have her. And if you decide to go pick her up after watching this review, I would love to know that too. But that's all there is. If you're new, this is how I do my reviews. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time in my next video. So until then, bye-bye.